Magnus, congratulations. You're the new FIDE Freestyle Chess World Champion. What a final against Fabiano Caruana. The third game was the important one. You were in a lost position. Talk us through what happened.
Yeah, I thought that I was doing reasonably well for a long time, and then I missed one of his resources there with knight h4, and I reacted poorly. And usually when you get a completely lost position, there's kind of it happens gradually, but in this case I captured his knight and I realized that, well, he has an in-between check and I can resign. I had a little bit of hope still, but then when he found these very nice moves with king d2 and then f5, I thought, well, this is over.
What was going through your mind at that moment in terms of emotions, feelings?
Yeah, it is a bit strange when it kind of happens so suddenly that you just go from thinking that your position is completely fine, and then it's just lost. You don't really have that much time to think about what has happened. So yeah, I tried to dig in. There were a couple of early knockout punches that he missed. And when I got in the c3 move, well, I thought my position has a little bit of potential now, and I couldn't see a very clear knockout at that point, and I was hoping he couldn't either. And I thought, as soon as he gets very, very low on time, he usually the quality of his play drops very significantly. And so at that point I was hoping I might have a chance. He made a few checks back and forth. It seemed that he was getting more and more frustrated. And then towards the end, I could have, I think, probably forced a draw with the move queen to e6 instead of rook to f8, but at that point I was kind of smelling blood, since I felt that I'd been on the ropes for this game, and the second game wasn't easy either, and I just thought I'm probably not going to get a better chance than this one. And yeah, fortunately he collapsed in a matter of moves there, and I'm very happy with that part, that I managed to kind of psychologically reset and play for a win when I could. And that wasn't the end of the day though, because in the last game I could feel early in the game that I'm just so exhausted. It's been a few long days here, and then a few long days in London before that. I just didn't have any strength left whatsoever, and I could tell that he wasn't really playing that great. But it was just a rock fight, honestly. And at some point I thought I was certainly losing, and then all of a sudden I'd saved the game with queen g2. I think that was the key move, and yeah, what can I say? It's not certainly one of my more convincing wins today, but it feels great to be able to win on a bit of an off day. But most of all, I'm just happy to be done.
We're going to release you in 1 second. Just very quickly, you had 20 FIDE World Champion titles coming into this. What does number 21, the first one in a freestyle chess format, mean to you?
No, it feels great. Obviously, the format and everything isn't too different from what we've played on the tour, but I've actually had I've had one really, really off day each time in these championships before, and I lost soundly to Wesley and then to Jan Nepomniachtchi as well on those days, and I'm like a little bit disappointed that I couldn't like bring the level that I showed yesterday. So it feels great to win, but I still feel like I can do even better. But it's very nice to win.
Well, Magnus, I'm sure we'll see you back again. Congratulations once again, and we'll see you on the stage shortly.
Thank you.